an undisclosed location in North America. This is episode 19 of Card to Card. In this week's episode, we're going to take a look at the Hoop Snake. This is a card from the Metazoo Cryptid Nation, the base set, the original set. This is actually a second edition card, as you see down there. So this is the Hoop Snake. I have never heard of a hoop snake before, but actually has been a lot of history about hoop snakes, and I wanted to see what in the world this is all about. So there's the artwork there. It just looks like a snake biting its tail, and it looks like it's rolling around like a hoop and down some path there. Artwork by JoJo Seams. So pretty cool artwork. But what in the world is a hoop snake? So the hoop snake is actually a legendary creature that has been reported in the United States, Canada, Australia. There's been mythological legend of a hoops-like snake that's similar to this in ancient mythology. Also, ancient Japan, or I don't know if it's ancient, but there is a creature like this in Japanese lore. Hoop snakes were also mentioned in Pecos Bill stories, and they've actually been seen in North Carolina. Also reports around the Minnesota-Wisconsin border, and also at Prince Edward Island. So, what in the world is a hoop snake? You know, I mean, we got a pretty good idea, like in our mind, of what it is. Well, it's a snake that can get its tail, clamp onto its tail with its jaws, and roll after its prey like a wheel, like the wheel is rolling along the ground. And then at the last second, it'll straighten out and skewer its prey with a poisonous tail, and then that's how it attacks its prey. So there's actually an old artist rendition of a hoop snake. Let me bring it up here. We'll take a look and see what at least one artist showed as a hoop snake. And again, images may be disturbing to some viewers. There's the hoop snake, and you'll notice it's going after this rabbit down here as prey. And there it is. It's made its body into a wheel shape. There's its head biting onto its tail and trying to catch this rabbit. And eventually, when it catches it, it is going to try to poison it with its tail. Now, I've always heard that, I've never heard of snakes having poisonous tails. I do know there are venomous snakes that have fangs. Are they leaving poison on their tail since it's in their mouth, and then that's what they're using to attack their prey? I don't know. I couldn't find a video of an actual hoop snake in this position rolling like that. Well, what is actually happening here? So, is there such thing as hoop snake? This is the part of the video where we talk about, is this a real thing? Well, I think it's possible that there could be certain snakes that in certain areas may have developed like a hunting tactic, which will allow them to catch up with speedy prey like that rabbit, and maybe through learned behavior among the snakes, some try to do this, especially like on a downhill slant. And I don't know about the poisoning them with their tail. I could see them rolling down a hill and then launching themselves at the prey, building up that speed. I mean, they'd be in a perfect position to spring forward from that wheel-like position. So I think that's possible. And I can also see how maybe this hasn't been captured on film. It's probably a rare behavior that people may have witnessed but just weren't able to film it. And I actually don't think it's some special type of snake that's a hoop snake. Um, I don't think it's some new unknown species of snake out there, but who knows? It could be. You know, there's always new species of animals that pop up from time to time, or maybe it's a certain species of snake that has developed this attack that, as they were speeding by, people weren't able to identify what type of snake it was. And as we know, snakes are very flexible, and it is possible for a snake to make the form of a hoop. And it's very interesting that they might utilize this form to roll towards victims. Now, I do have video proof. Now, I guess you could say it's a hoop snake, but it's actually a snake, showing that snake can make this form. Let's go ahead and roll that video. Okay, so we saw that snake biting its own tail. Now, I think that snake was just a dumb snake. I think he was actually thought his tail was another snake, and he was trying to eat himself. Very weird, but you can see it definitely made this round hoop-like position, and so a snake's body can definitely make that position. Now, if there are certain types of snakes that utilize that in hunting, who knows? People have seen it, apparently. I guess we have to wait for someone to actually catch it on film somewhere. But very cool that there is a hoop snake, and you know how they utilize this position of their body, who knows? But lore has it that they are able to do that to roll down a downhill grade and fling themselves at victims to hunt for food. So very cool. So as we look at the flavor text here and find little hidden gems on the card, it does say the date of birth 1929. I didn't have actual dates of when these spottings were of the hoop snakes, but that's probably right. And it says this is from Wake County, North Carolina. So this is obviously based on the North Carolina sightings. And the flavor text, often mistaken for a tumbleweed or spare tire, these fearsome critters are slightly less elegant than their European Ouroboros counterparts. Now, Ouroboros, that is the mythological hoop-like snake creature. Definitely interesting that mythological reference is on the card there too. So really cool. I would love to see a snake doing this in the wild, and man, I would love to catch it on film, but I think the rare behavior of a snake like that is going to be very tough to prove. So I guess that's going to do it. Thank you for watching Card to Card. I love doing these episodes. I hope you guys enjoy them. Maybe we can grow this audience. You know, it's a small, dedicated audience of Card to Card fans, but these videos are super fun to make and keeps YouTube fun. All right, so thank you for watching, and guys, keep your eyes out.